My girlfriend's friend kissed me and blamed it on me, so she ended our relationship. I'll be honest from the start. When I was 19, I messed up in a past relationship. It happened once, I owned it, and I learned from it. Years later, at 23, I met Alice. We clicked fast. By the second time we saw each other, we were exclusive. I told her about my old mistake because I didn't want secrets. She asked questions, listened, and said I felt like a different person now. For months it was easy. We spent lazy Sundays and simple weeknight dinners. I felt safe with her. Her friends were polite at first. Near the 1-year mark, they cooled. Group hangs turned stiff. People skipped over me in stories. I shrugged it off. Then the vibe flipped. They were warm again. Hugs, jokes, quick touches. I told myself to relax. Samantha, Alice's closest friend, stayed friendly through all of it. I'd once listened when she was hurting over an ex, and she said my take helped. One afternoon she texted and asked to meet in the park. I figured she needed advice. We sat on a bench under loud trees. She didn't talk. She stood, stepped close, grabbed my face and kissed me hard, trying to push her tongue in my mouth. I jerked back and said no. She muttered, sorry, claimed she didn't mean it, and hurried off. I sat there stunned, hands shaking. I should have called Alice at once. I froze. When I finally dialed, Alice sounded flat. Samantha had already called. Her story flipped mine. I had grabbed Samantha, and she stopped it. I told Alice it wasn't true and walked her through every second. I begged her to meet me and look me in the eye. She said she didn't know what to believe. Then her friends started texting, backing Samantha. I kept talking, but it felt like shouting across a river. 2 hours later, Alice ended it over the phone. No meetup, no chance to defend myself in person. I called and texted, no reply. I didn't sleep. The next day I tried again, nothing. I fell into a small life, work, home, no social stuff. A couple of my own friends kept me moving, but I turned down anyone new. Months stacked up, then more than 2 years. Yesterday an email from Alice landed in my inbox. The subject said, I'm sorry. I read it twice. Someone from their circle had a falling out and spilled everything. The group, led by Samantha, had planned the park scene. They didn't like that Alice and I were talking about moving in. They thought I wasn't right for her, and my old mistake made me easy to frame. The plan, Samantha would try to kiss me, then flip the story. The others would back her up. That's why the cold shoulder turned into sudden warmth. They were setting a stage. Alice wrote she had believed them then, but now knew she was wrong. She said she cried for days after finding out. She said she hadn't dated since me, and had leaned on work, school, and those same friends. She asked to meet once so she could apologize face to face, even if that was all. I stared at the screen a long time. A year after the breakup, I used to wish for this exact message. Back then I'd have run to her. Now I felt nothing clear. Not hate, not love, just a dull ache. My best friend said maybe I was guarding myself. I didn't answer that. That night I agreed to meet for 1 coffee. 1 hour. Public place. No promises. We met at a small cafe with squeaky chairs. When she walked in, my stomach still flipped. She looked tired. We sat. She said she was sorry, with details. She said she should have met me in person and not trusted the crowd just because they had never crossed her. I told her I understood why she believed them, even if it hurt. We compared notes. The pieces matched. We let off steam by cracking a few jokes about the group. We even laughed. She told me she only had 2 friends now, one older coworker and a girl from a workshop. She missed the feeling of a big group, not the people. We talked for hours without checking our phones. When it was time to go, she asked if we could talk again. She said she still had feelings but wouldn't push. I said I didn't know, but she could text and I might reply. We exchanged numbers. Texts turned into calls. Calls turned into short walks. On the 3rd walk, we sat on a bench and talked about trust like it was a skill we could practice. I said I was afraid of getting blindsided again. She said she was afraid of failing me twice. We agreed to keep it slow and to say small truths fast. Simple rules. No guessing games. No silent tests. No running to outsiders. A week later, we tried an actual date. We were stiff at first. Then our old rhythm came back in small pieces. The way she taps the table when she thinks. The way I over-explain and she grins. She never pushed. After one late night, she invited me up, then said it was okay if I needed rest. That landed hard. I went upstairs because I wanted to, not because I felt cornered. We kept it simple. After that, we kept dating. But my friends are saying I'm wrong for giving her a second chance. Am I really wrong here?